making a video on you.
There is such a mess over here. I think I conveniently tucked it away so you can't see. Welcome back to Everything on the Table, my monthly dinner party series where I take you along for the whole process, the planning, the decorating, the cooking, and of course the actual hosting. Now, although I've only been sharing these videos on YouTube for a few months now, I've actually been doing this monthly dinner party thing for 2 full years. I've done everything from a tomato party, a citrus one, a Nancy Meyers theme, a pie making party, but the first one I ever did was called Spring Chicken, and that was back in May 2024. I thought it would be kind of fun to pay tribute to that original theme, but with a little bit of a twist. So this month we are doing a fancy fried chicken party. The whole idea of this theme is it's going to be very high-low. Like, we're doing fried chicken, fries, beer, and we'll have cans of Coke, but everything will be served on a silver platter, on a very elegant tablescape. There will be a fancy all black dress code, but let's dive into a little more of the menu because there are some logistical challenges here. The thing about frying food is a little challenging to do for a crowd. Number one, I refuse to fry indoors. I'm not about to deep fry food in my house for hours and then stink up the entire place. I will never be able to get rid of that smell. So we've got to deep fry outside. But the bigger challenge is honestly the timing with the fried components because you kind of got to serve those hot and fresh. The good thing about frying things is a lot of times things are better when they are double fried. So we will do the first kind of main fry ahead of the party in the morning. So fry the chicken until it is fully cooked and has the beginnings of a nice crust, and also do the first fry of the french fries. Then the french fries get put in the freezer and then flash fried right before serving. And same with the chicken, it's just kind of going to get like a brief refry just to rewarm it and also get it like extra golden and crispy. We'll also be serving those alongside a buttermilk baby gem salad. I actually served a very similar salad at my first ever dinner party, the spring chicken one 2 years ago. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to bring that dish back. Plus, a creamy, crunchy salad is just perfect with greasier, deep fried food. Now, if we go back and think about appetizers, we're gonna do a little caviar bar with creme fraiche, chives, and my personal favorite, Ritz crackers. Personally, I don't love a Bellini. I don't want like a limp mini English muffin to pile creamy creme fraiche and caviar on. I want something with a little bit of a crunch. And I'm also gonna do a really elegant crudité tower, and then I'll do a confit garlic whipped ricotta dip. And then for dessert, since it's kind of like a celebration anniversary, I felt like I should do a cake. But a cake is so much work, and I don't even think I want to eat cake after eating fried chicken and fries. Like, that's just kind of a lot. So instead, we're gonna do Eton mess, which is basically like deconstructed pavlova. It's crushed meringues, whipped cream, and then your fruit. But I still want that effect of like a big communal thing that everyone's like breaking into. So we're going to make an Eton mess mountain. I'm going to do individual Eton messes in cocktail glasses that are all arranged together, and then just like pile it all up. So you have this mountain of crushed meringues, whipped cream, fruits. I think it's gonna be really, really delicious. I think the decor for this one is gonna be really, really pretty. So let's get to decorating.
Yeah.
Just espresso, not even an Americano.
Double espresso.
Sophisticated.
Okay, so this month, instead of eating in the dining room, I wanted to mix it up and we're going to eat in the sunroom. I felt like we should, I don't know, change it up. It's an anniversary party. So what that means is that we need to move basically all the furniture out of this room. Where's the couch gonna go? I have no idea. Don't ask me, but we're gonna shove it somewhere. And then our outdoor dining table is also in the garage, which is, we're gonna have to like take the cover off, bring it out of the garage, bring it all the way around the house, through this door. Also, we have to roll up this rug. It's gonna be great. Anyways, let's get moving. God, no, on the coffee table. In the living room. Yeah, I know, it's made of, woo! There we go. Wow! Oh, it's heavy! Expected that to come off a lot more aesthetically. Oh, big spider! Ooh! Ooh. Are you up? There we go. Done. Okay. Okay, the table is moved inside. That was a big thing, so I'm so glad that's out of the way. Aaron had an appointment that he had to go to, so now you and me, we're just gonna move all these chairs into the sunroom. But how perfect is this, right? Because I can have these doors wide open, the table in there, and then I'll be frying the chicken on this right there. That way the house won't get stinky, but I can still be like right in front and like kind of in the same area as everyone socializing. Misu is loving the table in here. Okay, let's talk tablescape. This is going to be the fanciest, most formal tablescape I have ever done. And that's kind of the whole point, right? Like the food we are serving is fries, it's fried chicken, it's a creamy salad, it's beer, it's Coke on a silver platter. Like it's very much this high-low type of vibe, and like everyone, I told everyone to dress like, not black tie, I think I said black cocktail, like wear all black and like cocktail style attire. I will personally be in like a long black silk dress and I will be frying chicken in it, so that's the vibe, okay? Because this dinner party is a little extra special, I did do a little bit of shopping. I went to my favorite, oh my gosh, my favorite vintage antique store in the city, and I found these beautiful silver goblets. They're actually silver plated on copper, so I got a set of 8 and we'll be using these as our water glass, and I just feel like crisp, cold water in this. It's gonna be the best tasting water I've ever had. And even outside of this dinner party, I generally think these are going to be so practical for serving. Like I even thought I could serve the fries in these and that would be so fun. You could do like crudité or a dip or I don't know. I love them. I've been wanting kind of like silver, it's called a goblet. I know, this kind of thing for so long. So I finally did the deed. At the same vintage antique store, I also purchased this silver tray, and this is what I think I'm gonna serve the cans of Coca-Cola on. I'll like put kind of straws, and then I just think that will be really fun to kind of have the cans on a silver platter. And I also bought the big boy. I think I'm going to use this one for the fries. So I will be deep frying the fries fresh, tossing them in some salt, and then I just picture like a pile of French fries on this. I'm a little nervous about the capacity of my deep fryer because it's not that big. So I'll have to do stuff in stages. That's a later Isabel problem. But another highlight for me is the napkins and the napkin rings. They have this little eyelet kind of detail at the bottom, like a little frilly, but it's just like classic crisp white, and then this big clunky silver napkin holder, and I just think it is so beautiful. Oh, you have to see this. And for dessert, I have these really fun studded coupes with little silver kind of specks all over them. So we're gonna do the Eton mess in this. And I think we're just gonna do the Eton mess on like a big silver tray again, just in the middle of the table, give everyone a spoon and let them like hack at it and like kind of serve themselves, plop it in the coupe glasses. Like I want it to be kind of messy, you know? Like I just want everyone like hacking at it in their like dresses and like putting it in the coupe glasses. I don't know, that's fun, right? I think that's fun. But overall, just doubling down on the silver everywhere, and we'll also do a crisp white tablecloth on the bottom. I do feel like I probably have to iron that tablecloth. I really don't want to, it's so big. Like ironing an just a tablecloth, it's such an ordeal. Like it's gonna take me half an hour. So whatever, let's get started. Okay, unfortunately we definitely need to iron this tablecloth. Putting this on an ironing board and trying to iron it, I'm not even exaggerating, will take me an hour and I will do a terrible job. It's too big. So here's what I'm thinking. I can't iron directly on the table, but if I put this white towel under the sections I'm working on, this will absorb all that like steam and moisture, right? And then still give me a flat enough surface to iron on. I can either hear my mom telling me, yes, good job, or yelling at me. I think this is right though. Like I think this is correct. Because if I do this,
Then I can iron here, work my way down the table, and at the end, I'll just steam the edges. I think that makes sense. I hate ironing. I hate ironing so much. The question is, do we like it better with the placemat or directly on the tablecloth? I'm such a layers girl, like I always feel like I like another layer. It also like mitigates the risk of like dirty forks touching the white tablecloth, which is inevitable, but I do think it will reduce it. My only thing is I feel like this makes it lean a little more cozy, whereas this is very clean and chic. But with the like outdoor chairs, I feel like this almost ties them in. Good morning, it is dinner party eve. We're like just after 9 a.m. So here's the game plan for the day. The biggest part of dinner is obviously the fried chicken and the fries. We're doing both of that tomorrow, and that's kind of like also the most stressful thing, you know, like deep frying things and breading the chicken and frying it and cutting the potatoes and frying that, like it's an ordeal. Also, we're doing the chicken in a way that I'll do the first fry tomorrow morning. The chicken hangs out in the fridge, the fries in the freezer, and then during the party, I do like a final deep fry, get it super nice, golden and crispy, and that also is going to reheat it. So that's kind of the strategy for the chicken and the fries. Today, we're gonna try and do like everything else. I always like to start with dessert. We're gonna prep the raspberry ginger Eton mess. After that, I think we're gonna make the lemonade for the shandies, get that out of the way. Then we need to break down the chickens for the fried chicken and then dry brine those, get them nicely seasoned so they'll be delicious tomorrow. Also going to make the dipping sauces for the fried chicken. We have 3 different ones. I'll make the dressing for the salad. I'll prep the baby gems for the salad. And then at the end of the night or sometime, I need to polish some silver, which I really should have done yesterday, but I just didn't. So that's on our to-do list today. I think we go make some meringue. Okay, we're making a pretty big batch of meringue. So I have 8 egg whites here, and these are actually the whites left over from the ice cream we made for the En Provence dinner party because we used the egg yolks for the ice cream. So these are the whites. So into the mixer. And then you're also gonna add in a 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. This is just gonna help to stabilize the egg whites because we're gonna be whipping all that air in them. Cream of tartar is one of those annoying ingredients because you barely use any, but it's like, you buy a container once, you'll use it. I wanna say for years. I don't know how often you're supposed to swap it out, but I don't even see an expiry date on this. Anyways, if you're someone who makes meringue, worth it to keep in the kitchen. Then we're just going to whip these on like a medium low until they start to get nice and foamy, and then we'll start adding in the sugar. And once all the sugar has been added in, I like to just take a spatula and just encourage any of it that has stuck to the sides just to like get into the bowl. It's very tempting to like want to whip it on high and just like get going, you know, but from my research, it's actually beneficial to whip it more on like medium, even medium low. It gives it a more stable structure, I think I read. Okay, meringue has reached stiff peaks. I think that was about 10 minutes. There we go. Okay, this is 1/3 cup of sifted cornstarch. I like to sift it another time just to really make sure there's no lumps in there. Mix it halfway, scrape the sides.
I don't really think you need to be this careful, but I don't know. Lumps kind of stress me out, so I'd rather take an extra little step. And then you need a teaspoon of white vinegar and a teaspoon of vanilla. Now what you're supposed to do is like draw out the size so that they're all equal. I don't want to do that. So we're just gonna wing it. You're going for more high than wide, I would say. Into the oven until they're nice and dry. Mini pavlovas are in the oven, so now we're gonna make component number 2, and that is our raspberry compote. Now I love a frozen raspberry. They just break down literally in a compote without even adding sugar and lemon juice, but we will add a little bit just because they're so naturally tart. So I'm making quite a large batch, so I'm gonna go 3 cups of frozen raspberries, 3 tablespoons of sugar. Like I mentioned, raspberries already have a lot of that tartness, so you don't need a lot of lemon juice, but I'm gonna add in 1.5 tablespoons onto the stove to cook down like 10, 12-ish minutes. Oh, is this gonna spill? Ooh. Just a little. I'm gonna do a quick little kitchen reset and then we're gonna get into the chicken. Okay, so I'm trying to break down the chicken into 10 pieces. I had 2 of them. I started filming one and I just got a little too frazzled. I have only done this once before, and that was last week. I am not an expert butcher. I'm gonna keep you at a distance because frankly, it feels disrespectful to the bird to bring you up close when I'm not the most elegant at handling it. But I'm feeling a bit more confident now that I like refreshed how to do it, so let's try this again. You just kind of like cut between the leg and the breast, do a little slit, nice little slit, and then pop it out of the hip bone. Like this feels like too much for you to see. Okay, you already messed up. We lift to see, do you see these 2 little dots here? Those are the oysters, so we're gonna carve around the oyster because that is a very delicious piece of meat. Yep. Okay, yep. There we go. There we go. We can do hard things. Okay, next one. Oh yeah. Now we need to remove the back. Okay. We have a chicken back. Now we remove the wings. Find the armpit around that. Oh, there it is. Yep. There's a bone that you can cut around. We have our 2 wings. Now to get the 10 pieces, you're only supposed to cut the breasts in 2. I find that makes for 2 really big pieces. So I like to cut the breasts in 3. Try to keep the skin intact. Okay, our 12-piece broken down chicken. I'm gonna clean up and then I'll come back for the dry brine. How do I even, my hands are so chickeny. Now we're gonna dry brine it. I'm using a mixture of salt, mustard powder, hot paprika, smoked paprika, garlic powder, and MSG. Now we do have a bit of an issue here, and the issue is that we have a lot of chicken. This is my biggest tray that I have. It's my big Thanksgiving roasting tray, and it is quite packed. And when you dry brine, you want all the chicken to have space around it. So I think we're gonna have to spread it onto another pan, which I really don't wanna do. I'm just like thinking about my fridge real estate, but I kind of think we're gonna have to. And this is 2 chickens broken down plus an additional 6 thighs. So I did breasts and drums on this one and everything else on the big boy, just because we have so many thighs and they're quite large. And I am just going through and just kind of like repatting them again. You don't really need to do this, but I just like to really make sure that everything is super, super dry. Okay, and then just evenly sprinkle all over. I like to just pat in the seasoning a little bit just to prevent it all from falling off when you flip it over. And I like to season from pretty high up. That way you get a nice even distribution without going like too heavy. Just did a clean down after handling all the raw chicken. So now we're going to make our dipping sauces because you can't do a fried chicken party without some fun dipping sauces. Also, I'm sorry that you have to see this. I'm filming by myself today. Aaron's on a work trip. Usually he helps me out with some of the close-up things, but it's just you and me. So we're gonna start off with the hardest dipping sauce to make. And by hard, I just mean you have to melt some butter. We have 1 cup of butter, and then we're gonna do 2/3 of a cup of honey. And we're just gonna transfer that onto the stove. Definitely not a good idea to leave your butter in like one big block. So it's kind of like cut it up into some smaller bits. We're gonna let the honey and the butter melt together, and we'll come back to that at the end. So now we're gonna make the maple mustard. 1.5 cups of Dijon mustard. So much Dijon mustard. But my thing is with the dips is I'd rather have a lot extra dips than like not enough. I'm aiming for like 1/4 cup of each dip per person, and then 1/2 cup of maple syrup, 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. Oh no! Just poured white vinegar all over my laptop, all over my laptop. No! No, I think it'll be okay. All right, well, did I put the vinegar in? I can't even remember. I think I did. Okay, generous amount of black pepper. Now we're gonna make the creamy garlic horseradish dipping sauce. I almost like can't make eye contact with this. Like I know that mayo as the base of a creamy dipping sauce is kind of like the norm, but seeing mayo in this volume, no, this is 2 cups of mayonnaise. I can't even say that. Like, okay, then we need 1/2 cup of buttermilk. I'm gonna use 1/4 cup of it though to like rinse out the mayo just to make sure I'm getting as much as I can out. Okay, buttermilk. Okay, and then we're just gonna shake it. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with the other 1/2 cup. I love how this is like the easiest thing I've had to do, and I'm making like the biggest mess. And the reason why we're doing the buttermilk is it just kind of helps thin it out, but stay in that creamy realm, because I don't want like too thick of a dipping sauce, you know? And then 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of horseradish, of prepared horseradish. I will say all these sauces do have a little bit of spice to them, but I don't think I have any friends who don't like a little kick. Grate in 2 cloves of garlic, 2 tablespoons of white vinegar, 1 tablespoon Worcestershire, and then a generous amount of black pepper. I was trying to press record and this almost fell face first in this. Can you imagine? Oh, how much are we gonna spill? Oh. I will say these dipping sauces are so good. Initially, I wasn't sure about the squeeze bottle, but I'm kind of obsessed with it. I think it's so cute. I'll see if I have time to like make a cute label for them tonight. I definitely need some kind of label so people know what they are. And then our honey butter is also done. So that is getting 1/4 cup of white vinegar and a teaspoon of Calabrian chili paste. That's the base, that's gonna be the mild. And then for the extra hot, I put in an extra tablespoon because I feel like if I'm gonna call something extra hot, it needs to actually be hot. You know, like I don't want my friends to be like, that's nothing. Okay, we're gonna stick on this condiment train and I'm gonna do some salad prep. So I'm gonna slice up the baby gems and make the buttermilk dill ranch style dressing. And maybe I'll make the whipped ricotta dip. And then we need to polish the silver, so. Oh my goodness. Too much dressing. This is heaven to me.
Okay, so remember when I spilt the vinegar on my laptop? Well, I went to the bathroom and like it's been hours since that happened, but when I came down from the bathroom, the laptop was sizzling. So I'm very scared of it. It's like sitting outside on stone right now because it seemed like a hazard. So let's hope I didn't just fry my laptop. Anyways, I'm cutting myself off from the kitchen for now. I've like mostly cleaned it, but now we need to polish the silverware, which is something I've never done. Okay, well that worked incredibly well. Oh my gosh. It's so silver. Wow. Aaron's home and he immediately is trying to try the sauces.
They look very good. What's this one?
Just try it.
You want me to guess what it is?
I guess, sure. Go for it.
It's very good, firstly. There's horseradish in this one.
Yeah, it's mostly horseradish. It's the core flavor, I would say. You don't have
It's
to
like a horseradish aioli. Like a
yeah, it's
mayo.
literally horseradish, mayo, garlic, and like Worcestershire and
That is great.
garlic and.
Ooh. That's really good too. That is actually quite a spicy mustard.
I know.
It's a hot mustard.
It's not though. It's literally just Dijon
There's
mustard.
something sweet in it.
Yeah.
What did you add that was sweet?
Maple.
Maple.
It's maple mustard.
That's good.
And then
Both of those are
look at the
great.
Charmin.
Good which? Oh yeah, don't remember. Just running low.
Okay, it's quite a bit later now. After I polished the silver, I decided to shower, clean up a little bit, and most excitingly, I set out all the different serving trays and serving containers and kind of set everything up. So I would have that off my head tomorrow, and I think it's gonna look really good. So, we know the dining table, we've seen that. That's old news at this point, except I love it. I think it looks so good. But the exciting thing is now we have our little appetizer buffet / drink station. So we have the mini Cokes on a silver platter. That's gonna be for water. This is actually called an absinthe fountain, but I'm going to be using it for lemonade. And then we can just put like the beer bottles under there so you can make yourself a little shandy. Modelo's are going to be going in there. These are just like little straws for the little Cokes. Ice bucket. Moving over here, this is going to be for the caviar, chives, creme fraiche, chips on here, Ritz crackers. I'm also going to pile up all over here. Blistered shishito peppers, whipped ricotta with confit garlic, crudité tower, and then I'm only going to pull this out once we serve up the chicken and the fries, but this is our little sauce bar. So the other two sauces are in the fridge, but we have the hot honey butters. That will be for like the maple mustard and then the horseradish one. But I love how it looks on the silver tray with all the little cups. Like that looks so good. And wait, we're not done. We have, of course, ketchup for the fries, glass bottle Heinz ketchup with, again, all the like little containers around it. That's the plate for the fried chicken. That's the plate for the fries. Salads on there. I find it really helpful to go as far as even putting out your serving utensils. Otherwise, I always forget to do it on dinner party day, and it's literally like the salad is plated and I'm like running trying to find a salad fork, you know? And then last but not least, for our Eton mess, I'm going to be plating them in these little coupe glasses, but then I'm gonna put another meringue kind of over, kind of, you know, all these spots, and I'll like layer more whipped cream and raspberry compote on that. It will be really messy, but if it works out how I envision, I think it will be really fun. So we'll see how it plays out, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.
I've heard if you do the water first, it changes the flavor of the Americano. Hey, good morning. It is dinner party day. Now, initially, I really wanted to just do the first round of frying the fries and the fried chicken right in the morning. I just looked at my phone and it says it's gonna rain. It was not supposed to rain today, and I'm frying outside. So obviously hot oil and rain, that's not safe. Bad combo. Bad. So the good thing is that it just says it's supposed to be like a little like sprinkle in like half an hour-ish and last for like half an hour or so. So I'm hoping that that is true and that it's not prolonged, or if it just, ideally it just doesn't even rain at all. Anyways, all that to say, we're gonna have to fry a little bit later. I really can't push it that much, but in the meantime, we're gonna prep all the Crudités and the Confit garlic whipped ricotta dip. And it'll kind of be nice to have that out of the way, honestly. Any of these like kind of thicker ones, right when I'm assembling the crudité tower, I'm going to like slice them in half like this to expose the center. I just think if I do that now, it's gonna dry out in the middle. So we'll keep them in their little pods for now. These are gonna take forever to fry.
Can I cut off all the things? That
Sure. What are you doing?
Don't mind my process. It's actually the correct way to do it. In surgery, when you're stitching someone up, you start with the center staple.
What is that? What is the connection? You're wasting a whole potato.
These are going to be the best of the bunch, you'll see.
What?
They're all different.
I know.
Every single one.
I know.
How? I gave her the same cut. You're going to go through 4 potatoes in the time I've done one. Oh, my knife's stuck.
Okay, so the plan with the potatoes is we're going to quickly boil them for like 30 seconds in water with vinegar, baking soda, and salt. Get them fully dry, and then we're gonna do a first fry, freeze them, and then refry them literally just before eating. So it's gonna take a while. It's 11:30 now. I don't even know if we're gonna be wrapped up at 2 after the fried chicken. Yeah, whatever, just like that. It's so many fries. It's going to take so long to fry. I don't even know I'm gonna put them in the freezer. We don't have that much room in the freezer. Okay, these are fries that I did the first fry earlier. So I just wanna kind of test them out to see how it'll work out tonight. These are right out of the freezer. Those look pretty good, right?
They do. Oh, majestic.
Some of the best fries I've ever had.
I concur.
They're better than like cool restaurant fries. Like when you get steak frites at a nice restaurant, these are better. Okay, so here's the situation. It's like 1:15. The fries, I think we started slicing potatoes literally at like 11:15. Like that entire process took entirely too long, unfortunately. So we really got to pick up the pace with the chicken, which means we're recruiting Aaron to become our fryer. So what we're gonna do is with you, I'm going to like bread and coat, I don't know, maybe like 6 thighs, and then I'm gonna send them out to Aaron. Aaron's gonna start frying them, and then I'm gonna bread and cook the rest of the meat just to kind of give us a head start on getting things in the fryer, because the fryer can really not handle that much, which is kind of the biggest concern. And I also, the way I'm frying the chicken is in this first fry, which happens at a lower temperature, I want the chicken to be fully cooked. Like, I don't want to be worrying when people are here and it's literally like mid-dinner party about is the chicken cooked or not. So we're going to cook the chicken. It's going to be probably like a light kind of blondie fry. And then when people are here, it's just getting them golden and warmed up. Chicken will already be cooked. I won't have to worry about that. So let's get breading. Okay, so I've pretty much portioned out everything. This is gonna become our wet batter. This is our dry batter. The dry batter is just a mixture of mostly flour, a little bit of white rice flour, and some salt. The wet batter has a little more things going on. It's got flour, potato starch. We're doing egg white, buttermilk, vodka, seltzer water. Am I forgetting something? I don't think so. I think that's it. Flour, potato starch, buttermilk, egg white, vodka, and the seltzer water. So buttermilk and egg white going in. This is vodka. Okay, and then 240 grams of seltzer water. Okay, I'm putting a little bit of the wet batter into the dry, going to help us get kind of some clumps in the dry batter. That's then going to stick to the outside of the chicken and give more surface area. Chicken into the wet. I'm gonna keep one hand for wet, one hand for dry. Shake off the excess. Is that not appetizing?
Oh yeah.
Okay, and then sprinkle. And you want to make sure like any kind of wet exposed bit is covered in the batter. And see, you see how all those little like tentacly looking things? That's what we want.
That's close up of the
Yeah.
chicken.
Look at that. Look at all those bits. You got it? Wait.
This one's done.
I think it's the plug. Did you switch the plug at all? Fried chicken party, no deep fryer.
Yeah, the lights on.
That's so stressful. Why does it keep breaking?
Either the fuse or internally, and the light wasn't on and the temperature went down to 250, so I had to take the chicken out so it wouldn't get too oily. This is, yeah, the third time it's happened. So, but I fixed it. I figured out, I think it's just our combination of janky wires. So, but it's good now. It's rising.
Okay, well, we're almost done.
Yeah, we're getting there. Basically 2 more batches to go. Hopefully that's like 20 minutes and then I'll be done. Chicken man. Double-decker chicken.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Easy does it. That's a day's work, Isabel.
It's fine. It's okay. And look at the sauces.
Those are nice.
Guys, how do I make this look good? Because I don't think this looks good. I know, I didn't expect it to look good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, should we do a film with that? This is cool.
Yeah.
It's like a fine mesh at the bottom, and it's gonna draw the oil down and like clean up all the little bits. and then you are going to wipe out the inside so it's nice and clean.
Great.
Okay.
Can't wait.
Okay, and by some miracle, we have finally made it. Welcome to the fancy fried chicken dinner party. Now, as much as that last segment might have felt like a bit of a mad dash, it was frankly nothing compared to what we have in store. Something fun about this group of girls is actually basically the exact same people I invited to my first ever themed dinner party I did back in May 2024. Everyone grabbed their drink of choice while I was struggling very hard to open the caviar tin. And I hate to say, it was absolutely delicious. I am a big fan of the caviar on a Ritz cracker as opposed to a chip or, God forbid, a Bellini. Also, that whipped ricotta dip with the Crudités, so tasty. But unfortunately, I couldn't linger around and nibble for long because Erin and I had to get out and get this stuff frying. Now, if you remember, the good thing is that the chicken was all already cooked, right? Like, we temped every single piece. It already had the beginnings of a crust on it. So right now we were just getting that crust perfectly golden and crispy and of course reheating them. The main obstacle is that we have 30 pieces of fried chicken and I think the fryer can max handle 5 pieces. This was definitely a 2-person job. He took over the refrying and I was running between inside and outside to put those freshly refried pieces onto a wire rack into the 200-degree oven so that they could stay warm but not dry out. And then once Erin got to the fries, that's when the real crunch time began because those only need like an extra 2 minutes or so in there and you want to eat them as quickly as possible. So I really quickly whipped up that baby jam buttermilk salad. Erin was funneling through the fries. We were trying to communicate through the window. It was a little chaotic, but kind of in the best way. The irony is that this is basically fast food, but this was easily the most challenging dinner I have ever cooked. I'm not even sure how we pulled it off, especially at such a large volume, but the food kind of turned out unreal. We had huge piles of those shoestring style fries and the fried chicken. I am still dreaming about it. I think most people at the table said it was the best fried chicken they ever had, and some of my friends even took it home to their boyfriends who echoed the exact same feedback. Anyways, I'll stop the voiceover here and let you watch the rest of the night unfold as if you were a guest right at our table.
You're making a video, aren't you?
Okay, I think we're good. Oh yeah, there we go.
And honestly, I might just like put sauce all over that.
Maple mustard sauce.
Yeah. Yay.
That was a marathon. I truly cannot believe we got the entire kitchen, including the entire deep fryer, fully cleaned. We have all the sheet trays and racks washed, all the components of the deep fryer, the oil was filtered and repackaged. This is fully clean. I can't believe that happened. How did we do all this? All of these silverware, hand washed, all clean, and the table. Look at it. I can't believe it's all gone already. Anyways, frying chicken for 9 people is not for the faint of heart, but it is a very fun time. If you're still watching, thanks so much for watching. Like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you back here next month to go over everything on the table. Bye.